The cost management plan is one of the PMI's 78 core project management artifacts, according to the Project Management Body of Knowledge Guide. In this video, we will use a practical case study to show how the cost management plan can prevent catastrophic budget overruns, unmonitored cash flow collapses, and total project failure. We will also break down what a cost management plan is and unpack its essential components. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what a cost management plan consists of and how it helps you to deliver your projects more successfully. Plus, if you decide to stay to the end, I will show you what the cost management plan's true strategic value is. For any project manager, this is a career-defining nightmare. You are handed a prestigious, capital-intensive project, and because you want to impress senior executives, you rush straight into project execution. At first, everything looks great. Contracts are signed, hardware is arriving on site, and your initial cash flow reports appear healthy. But just as you settle in, unexpected vendor rate spikes. Runaway testing expenses and unmonitored reserve burn completely destroy your capital budget. This happens because many project managers assume that cost management is simply having a detailed spreadsheet of expenses. They neglect to establish the underlying measurement units, precision rules, funding limits, and variance thresholds required to steer financial performance. Join us now as we explore how a solid cost management plan, discussed in detail later, can save a high-stakes project from total collapse. Consider Nova Launch Systems, a private aerospace enterprise developing a state-of-the-art commercial spaceport and orbital launch facility. To secure lucrative satellite deployment contracts, they approve an $85 million capital program to construct a deep foundation launch pad, an automated cryogenic propellant storage farm, and a high-security payload integration hangar. An ambitious project manager is appointed to lead the build. Eager to demonstrate immediate progress, he skips the formal development of a cost management plan and dives directly into site civil works and equipment procurement. He awards lump-sum ground preparation packages and orders specialized high-pressure piping assemblies. However, because he skipped setting formal cost precision levels, reserve governance, and variance control rules, financial disaster strikes during the mechanical installation phase. The specialized cryogenic piping vendor submits severe invoice escalations due to unmanaged material index shifts, while the cleanroom hangar contractor burns through overtime labor to meet static testing dates. The project manager dips into emergency contingency funds without formal approval or impact reconciliation, treating the safety cushion as a petty cash flow. With no earned value metrics in place and no established variance thresholds to sound the alarm, executive leadership remains completely in the dark until the capital reserves run dry. The project faces a $14 million budget overrun, and vendor disputes freeze pad certification for 16 weeks, incurring $30,000 a day in idle site maintenance costs. Instead of delivering a premier launch hub, the project manager is summoned before the board of directors to answer for massive financial collapse. Finding yourself in a situation like this is devastating to your professional credibility. It leaves you stressed, defensive, and constantly managing financial panic. If you have ever looked at the cost management plan and felt completely overwhelmed, I want you to stop and take a breath. I have been in those exact same shoes. It is easy to dismiss these governance artifacts as dry corporate paperwork that delays real project work. But the truth is, the cost management plan is not just another administrative burden. It is your primary financial mechanism to protect corporate capital, maintain cash flow integrity, and defend your professional standing. Let us now deconstruct the cost management plan into its three core pillars: precision estimating frameworks, baseline and reserve architecture, and cost control governance. Before we explore these three pillars, we must establish a vital distinction. The cost management plan is not your project budget or cost baseline. The budget is your approved financial allocation, whereas the cost management plan is the operational manual that defines exactly how that budget is structured, tracked, and controlled throughout the project lifecycle. First, we have precision estimating frameworks. This pillar defines the precise units of measure, the level of precision for financial calculations, and the estimation techniques permitted across different work packages. It specifies whether labor is tracked in hours or standard days, and establishes exact accuracy ranges such as rough order of magnitude versus definitive bottom-up estimates. At Nova Launch Systems, the absence of clear precision rules allowed specialized contractors to bill against ambiguous time and materials line items, multiplying hidden labor costs across high-pressure welding tasks. The second pillar of the cost management plan establishes baseline and reserve architecture. This dictates how the cost baseline is structured and enforces funding limit reconciliation, so project expenditures align with organizational cash flow limits. It explicitly separates contingency reserves, which address identified risks under the project manager's direct authority, from management reserves, which cover unforeseen strategic unknowns and require executive governance. In our Spaceport project, the project manager freely drained project reserves to cover routine supplier overages because no formal drawdown rules existed, leaving the team with zero buffer when true technical risks emerged during cryogenic commissioning. Third, a robust cost management plan implements cost control governance. This defines the exact earned value management techniques, reporting cadences, and variance thresholds that trigger formal corrective action. For instance, it sets a clear rule that any cost performance index dropping below 0.95 requires an immediate root cause assessment and a formal recovery plan. In the Spaceport scenario, because no variance rules or earned value protocols were defined, financial hemorrhaging went undetected for months, masquerading as routine contractor progress, while actual value creation lagged far behind expenditure. Now let's replay the same scenario, but this time, the project manager starts off differently. Before issuing major purchase orders or mobilizing construction teams, the project manager dedicates the early weeks to establishing a comprehensive cost management plan. Working alongside civil engineers, procurement specialists, and corporate financial analysts, he establishes rigorous estimating standards for all specialized launch pad systems. He structures a formal cost baseline linked directly to phased capital disbursements, separating risk contingency reserves with strict drawdown criteria. He configures automated earned value tracking with clear variance thresholds. 4 months into execution, when high-pressure valve suppliers encounter unexpected raw material price inflation, the system functions seamlessly. The cost variance instantly flags within the project performance dashboard before invoices are processed. The project manager conducts an immediate impact analysis, applies an approved contingency reserve drawdown, and negotiates bulk delivery terms to neutralize further escalation. The core facility finishes without a single dollar of unapproved overspend, preserving company capital and securing the launch window. The board of directors takes notice. The project manager is recognized not merely as a project cost controller, but as a high-performing strategic leader who safeguards financial resources and drives measurable business value. If there is only one thing you remember about this video, it is this. A cost management plan is not just some governance documents to keep you busy. It is your active financial steering system that protects project capital, eliminates cash flow surprises, and guarantees the structured delivery of real business value.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel to ensure you never miss our weekly strategies.
Mastering your cost framework is just one vital part of delivering projects successfully. Click the video on your screen right now to see how another key PMBOK artifact, the schedule management plan, protects your critical path from catastrophic milestone collapses and delay penalties. Thank you for watching.